interacting with people. So I think it will only come with so many mistakes. You have to make mistakes. You don't have to avoid mistakes. Gain confidence. Speaking the language is not a challenge. I think you are always, you have to give yourself this confidence that you can do it. It's not that difficult. It's not something that you cannot do. So, how are you? How is life?
My life is going wonderful. For being an independent woman, I'm feeling proud of myself.
All right. So, first of all, I would like to get your introduction. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, Monika. This is Neha Khosla from Punjab. I'm blessed with two children, and my daughter is pursuing non-medical. She's about 18 years old in November month, and my son is 13 years old. By professional, I am a baker, and I run cloud kitchen in my surrounding area.
All right, that's interesting. That's nice. I would also like to introduce myself, although you now know me a bit, but for my viewers. So I'm a homemaker. I have two children, like you. I have two children. I am from Solan. This is a district in Himachal Pradesh. I have been married for 6 years now, and I am a creative writer, and this is a new channel where I've just like I've created this channel to improve myself, to improve my communication skills, and along with that I would like to also share my experiences and also my lessons on the on the videos, like on the YouTube channel, in the English language, so that I can also provide for viewers the English content. So that is the aim. So let's see how will it go.
Okay. So, Monica, how long have you been on a YouTube channel?
My this YouTube channel, the current one, it is just like I've just created it a few days back only. But I had another channel. I am not working on it these days, but I'm planning to continue it again. That channel I created 2 to 3 years ago, but I had been running that channel on and off. Like I was working on it sometimes, and I would take a break because at that time my children were really small. My elder one is 5 years old now, but when I created that channel they were really small, so I, like, I would not be able to continue it on a regular basis. So I would do it as my hobby, just to indulge myself into productive, and I liked that work. So that channel was all about podcasting. It was a podcast. And I would also be putting out solo videos, informational or inspirational videos. I love that forte, that inspirational content I love. So I would love to, I would create those videos and upload on it. Apart from that, I had also created some videos where I would talk to tuberculosis and cancer survivors. So the idea was to provide inspiration to those people who are suffering from the same, same diseases, and they need some push in their life, and they want to get out of it, and they want to have a similar kind of story from where they can get the inspiration and get the motivation and can keep their spirits positive and high. Yeah, so that was the idea. Apart from that, these days I have challenged myself in working as a creative writer. Like I had always loved writing, so I thought I should give myself that challenge too. So I have taken up a project and I am writing a book. So that is also going side by side. Yeah, so that's all about me.
That's good. That's good. I'm feeling excited right now because I'm also feeling nervous.
Yeah, we
I'm
all do feel nervous.
nervous,
Yes, yes,
right?
that's completely fine. I think, Neha, we all do feel nervous. We all have this anxiety before coming online. When we have to talk to somebody, we all feel that anxiety and nervousness. But I think if we do it in spite of feeling nervous, in spite of feeling that fear, if we go ahead and we take that step forward, so I think that's a deal. Then you are like, I am proud of myself taking this decision. So it is with everyone. Yes, yes. So tell me something about your business. When did you started? Like how you came across this idea, and how long have you been working as a cloud baker? Okay, if
Okay.
I may say in this way.
Yes, definitely. Before 6 years ago, I was completely a housewife. Throughout the day, I get just scroll my mobiles, nothing else. And but I shared uh, this thing with my auntie. Actually, I said, Andy, would you please suggest? So I just want to earn money. That's it. I want to become an independent woman. For a partner baker, because at that time I just prepare only random cakes, dry cakes, and nothing. She said, you are best and you should try it once. I said, ये तो काम होता है. So, and I was thinking, it's not possible for me. Because it's not my forte at that time. I just made cake only for my children only. And I think that I just tried and I tried. That was only 3 days session to try cake. And after that, I enrolled my number name at the icing session. Matlab, totally, that was only 8 days session. After it, I started my journey.
Okay. So you took a
Yes,
session from somewhere.
yes, yes,
Like it
yes.
was a training that you managed to be a part of.
That was only eight
Okay.
days.
It was
After
just for
8 days,
8 days.
yes, and I
Okay.
started.
And you just
But
started after that 8 day training.
but I didn't have any idea. I become a best baker in my surrounding area.
Oh, that's wow. Wonderful, interesting.
Faced number of difficulties because I just only take only. Okay, okay, okay. And that time I faced number of difficulties because I could make only cakes, but I didn't know how to conceal my mistake. So after that, I took number of sessions, number of baking sessions from
Meanwhile, you started your business. Like in the middle of your business,
my
you
business.
kept taking
And
sessions.
yes, yes, and that was my wonderful experience.
All
I
right.
didn't, yeah, I didn't think single minute for a single minute because I will be a standard woman one day. My dream was only I want to become want to become a top notch baker in my surrounding area, and now right now I am.
All right, all right. So, how do you do it? Means, do you have a setup at home? How do you process your orders? Are you also on some apps or like, please tell us something about in detail. Like, how do you actually process all the orders and everything?
Yes, Monica, I have a separate kitchen where I just bake only,
Okay, right.
and I covered my surrounding area.
How do you get the orders from people? Do you have some visibility on an app?
Yes, yes, I'm on Instagram handle. I upload my all cakes pics on the Instagram.
All right, all right. Okay, so
Most of these are from out of India.
okay. Out of India in what
Yes.
sense? Like,
For instance, my clients are from Canada. They want to place an order for their family. Just check my page and contact me and message me. Neha, I just want to place an order. Please deliver this my order.
all right, all right. So what is the reason that you have also been learning this language, English language? Tell me something about it. Mhm.
To be honest, Monica, I'm not into this language. I just love my native language. I love advanced vocabulary words while speaking my native language. That's it. I joined the WhatsApp group and I noticed there are number of people who learn this language. I was thinking, yeah, I also want to learn this language. That's why I want to be a fluent
All right, all right. That's interesting. Oh, okay.
struggling for this language. They can speak good English, but whenever we ask a particular topic, they won't be able to speak, won't be able to utter a single word or single line. So would you please?
I think, Neha, I think this is one problem that even I face. But now I feel it will only come with practice and challenging myself, challenging the one even more. So that is the exact reason that I decided to build a new channel around this theme. I am saying that I think this is one area where I find like I find this is a challenge for me also. But I think it will only come with practice. Whatever amount of fluency I had gained, it came with practice. It was like there are certain areas where I can speak fluently, and it could only happen because I practiced those areas. And initially, I would also fumble while talking about those particular things, but then it became like I had to speak about them twice or thrice or again and again. Then it became easier for me. So I think we should take this challenge. We should not ignore, and from speaking on any topic, we should challenge ourselves. We might feel like a new speaker. We might seem like someone who stammers a lot, who fumbles a lot, but that's completely fine. But you will do it, like you will stammer for some time, maybe in your first conversation, but later on, when it's your second chance, when it's your third chance, you will get better at it. So I think it is going to come with practice, and we should not be ashamed of this fact that we are stammering, we are taking those pauses. I will tell you one thing, means I was like, I started understanding this language at a very initial stage of my life when I entered my college and I realized that this language is bloody important. But I started speaking the language very late in my life. I was always afraid of the judgments of people, and I was always afraid of this thing, that what would they think of me if I speak broken English, or if I mispronounce something, if I speak something in a wrong manner, what that person will think of me. So that fear always was there in my heart, and I, because of that thing, I never let myself open my mind, open my mouth. But once I let this belief go, things became easier for me. It became like I now I love this language. I love speaking in the language. I love interacting with people. So I think it will only come with so many mistakes. You have to make mistakes, you don't have to avoid mistakes. So this is the only way you can do fluency in all the topics you want to speak about.
Number of veteran instructors suggest to beginners if you want to one language, you have to be you have to listen podcast. But in my case, I'm not into. I don't like to watch podcasts. In my case, I just want to converse people only.
Okay.
What would you read newspapers? Should I read books?
Okay. Yeah, right. So, in my case, I'll tell you, I was into listening to content even before was this concept of podcast. Means I never thought of that I only liked podcast, but I needed something to understand the language. So I could only, that time YouTube was not very popular. If I'm talking about a decade ago, and that time YouTube was not very accessible. It was expensive. There was ये वाले packs होते थे, these internet packs which were really expensive, and we would only get 1 GB 2 GB data. So watching YouTube was not very accessible and reasonable back then. So but I wanted to watch. I had this desire that I wanted to understand this language, and that desire was intense enough that I wanted to do anything that was available for me at that time. So not just listening, but I also would read content to a great extent. Like I would read anything which was available to me, whether it was newspapers, whether it was novels, whatever it was. And it really helped me out. I started understanding the language. But I think understanding is one thing, but you really need to also speak the language to gain the fluency. Speaking will only, you will be able to construct sentences, you will be able to gain confidence. Speaking the language is not a challenge. I think you are always, you have to give yourself this confidence that you can do it. It's not that difficult. It's not something that you cannot do. Even like, even my little one is in nursery class, and I see so much improvement in him. Now he's able to trace the letters, he's able to recognize the letters. So if I had not sent him to school, he would not have been able to do any of it. He was just 3 years old back then, and now he's 4 years old, and now he's improving a lot. So 1 year is such a big period, and if you dedicate 1 year at least to something with all your heart and all your mind, you can really bring the change, but you don't have to doubt yourself, and you don't have to kill your confidence that you can't do it. How will I look? What will people think of me? How would my expression, come across? So I think we held ourselves back from, because of these fears, because of these doubts. Otherwise, learning anything is not as a big deal. We can learn anything. It's just an English language, but there are definitely so many languages which are very difficult. Like they're so much men, like it's very much difficult. If we talk about Tamil, we talk about Tulu, we talk about, all the South Indian languages, it's very difficult to understand and learn those languages. English is much easier than all of those languages. So
Okay,
that's
it
the.
is quite hard. Uh, Language.
I'm sorry.
Uh, my native language is Punjabi. Punjabi literature is quite hard.
Yeah, right, right, right. And I would also like to share one thing with you. I come from a similar background. Like I'm a Punjabi. So my mother
Oh,
tongue is Punjabi. I have studied in Punjabi medium. Like after seventh, I my medium got converted to Punjabi medium, and I finished my 12th. Like my till my 12th, I studied in Punjabi medium. So my mother, she came from a Hindi background. Like she never spoke Punjabi when she got married. I'm talking about her young years. When she got married, she never could speak in Punjabi. She even did not know how to express herself in Punjabi. So she only knew Hindi, and she also could understand English. So when she got married, now she was in joint family. So everyone in the family would talk to her in Punjabi. So initially, she tells the story to us that how did she learn Punjabi? She said she never did anything extraordinary. She just observed it. She just observed Punjabi very meticulously in a detailed manner. She did not do anything extra. And in 2 or 3 months, she started to speak Punjabi. And now, if you talk to her, you will never get to know that she's a person who just comes from a Hindi background. So I think anyone can learn any language if the person is not, bogged down by all those things कि मैं क्या कैसे करूंगी या कैसे होगा मुझसे हो भी पाएगा मतलब फालतू की ये जो चीजें हैं. If you don't consider them as a big subject and you just observe the language, you will be able to speak it. That's the point. Yeah.
Monica, as I told you, I wasn't into that language in language. But now I just want to drench myself in language. Sometimes I just memorize vocabulary words, but whenever I want, I forget. So, would you please suggest what should I do to memorize vocabulary words?
I think what I do is I don't try to learn so many words at one time. This is what I do. I don't go with, like, I don't do this thing that I want to learn 5 words today and I'll try to, just read them again and again. I don't do that. I will, if I am able to learn a new word, like only a single word today, I think that is enough for me. And if I am able to learn that word practically, then it's a win game for me. Like I just don't want to fill my mind with all the futile things. I just want to remember practical things for myself. So if I am able to learn only a one word, and if I learn that word in a practical manner where I can actually use it, I think that's something that would be a valuable learning for me. So I go for, like, don't want to learn 10 days in just 10 words in just 2 days. I don't find it a practical way. So I think, how do I learn words? Like I have watched something and a word is being used in the conversation, and if I'll just get the meaning searched. I will just make I will try to understand what would the word mean, and then I'll just find the word's meaning, and then I'll find out the different contexts where word is being used, and I'll try to use the word that day only, that the first day only, even if I just use it in a wrong context, even if I may not use it in a very well, in a very well meaning, but I will try to make the use of it on the same day, and then I'll try to use the same word next day also, so that it gets so that it takes place in my memory, and I don't have to pressurize or push myself to learn the word. So this is what I do. And eventually, when you are into this English content, and when you are reading a lot of things or listening to so many words again and again, so many conversations, the words will again be repeated to you. You will come across those words, those conversations again and again. Sometimes we forget some words, like we learned it, I used it, like I learned a word, I used the word, then I forgot it. It happens with all of us, that if I don't happen to use that word for 15 days again, then I'll just forget it. But when I am into the language, I am listening to more and more conversations, those conversations will come to me again, those contexts will come to me again, and suddenly then I'll realize, okay, this is the word that I learned that time, and it will become gradually a part of my active vocabulary. So this is the process that I do. Maybe it might not work for other people, but it works for me.
When I started my journey, I just wanted to book. But at that time, wasn't able to understand. What I did, I just jot down vocabulary words, nothing else. Just
Right.
jot down. I have written 5 notebooks right now, and
Five
throughout
notebooks.
when I get time, I just read 2 3 pages, and it automatically memorize, it automatically absorb in my mind. So
Right.
that is my background. But sometimes I get stuck while speaking. I One thing I noticed when I talk with on video calls, I make number of mistakes. I make number of errors at that. When I speak on voice call, at that time I speak good at that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, my target is I want to overcome my fear.
Yeah, right, right. I think it only is because you're conscious on camera. Then you're thinking too much about other things, that you're conscious about other things, then you automatically are not focused on what you are talking about. So this happens.
I was like, मैं कितनी गंदी लग रही
No, yes, that's what I'm saying. It happens. But maybe it's not the case for the viewers. Maybe it's
हूँ.
not, the other person is not actually making that judgment. It's just you who makes the judgment about yourself. The other person is always want to learn something from you. Like I sometimes, when I started YouTube, I was always very conscious about my looks. How would I look? Means I did not like myself on camera much while, but when I received some comments on my videos, and it made me realize that it's not the case. People don't really judge you. It's your judgment. Your The biggest judgment you receive is it comes from you. It comes from yourself. So that is the case. Yeah. And what I feel is that if you will look at some fluent speakers, they don't use very fancy words all the time. They make simple
Never.
conversations, and like there is this YouTuber, you must be aware about her. Her name is
Mm.
Alina Reis. Now she's a big YouTuber, but
Yes.
the way she speaks, the way she conveys her thought, it's remarkable, it's impeccable. So she doesn't use always these fancy words or fancy idioms, she just gives simple introduction of her. And I find this kind of speaking style an amazing one. And I really want to be that kind of speaker. So that's the thing. Yeah. All right. So it was a lovely conversation with you.
Commendable, Monica. I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling confident.
Oh,
I
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you.
thank you, Monica.
Thank you.